Today, I would like to talk about the current state of the Mirage 4000. Not having FOX-3s has made it a double-edged sword plane. Since you get a down tier, you are facing other planes such as F4 Phantoms, F-16As, that have worse flight performance and especially worse armament, making you extremely effective. Or an up tier, facing the FOX-3 Hell, where you are gonna have a very hard time killing enemies. Meta shifting from IR close range to long range FOX-3s has made this plane unable to compete in a 13.7 match, so Gaijin decided to lower its PR to 13.0, making it an amazing plane as long as you get down tiers, since it's unable to shift its playstyle to adapt to a 13.7 game. I would like to talk about some key aspects of this plane. First off, it gets an absurdly good 8 missile loadout, out of which I recommend using exclusively Magic 2s, missiles with amazing instant pull and acceleration, making them, in my opinion, the best short-range IR missile. Also gets threat identification RWR, excellent top speed and engine power, although it lacks some acceleration, so remember to manage your speed. Some negative aspects include the radar missile it gets. It's rather useless. They can be shafted very easily, sometimes even in a head-on. Seeker won't always track the radar lock, and, paired with only head-on radar search and track mode and no HMD mode, makes you wonder why you didn't take more Magic 2s. It also gets low amount of countermeasures. Given you are required to go close range, you might run out of flares fast, so watch out for that. Also, if you are used to Mirage 2000, this isn't as nimble and responsive to rolls and turns as the Mirage 2000. It's a heavier plane, and it can be lacking some of that maneuverability, so keep that in mind. I would also like to point out that once you research the boosters mode, you might get some seemingly random wing breaks. If this continues to happen, lower your amount of fuel to 22 or less minutes. It will make the wings less heavy and they won't drip as fast. This is a 13.0 down tier game. Notice how I'll stay without radar on whole game to avoid giving out my location. This plane needs to be played as sneaky as possible. This harrier engagement resembles any FOX-3 gameplay as it is. He can't pressure me so I don't pull my nose up. Since I don't have HMD, I cannot point my radar, neither my missile seeker. However, after we dodge his missiles, Harrier cannot run away from us, so we can turn get an easy kill on him even though he's flying. Again, traveling without radar, only using my RWR signal to locate enemies. Thanks to this, since I'm not using the radar, these two enemies are completely unaware I'm approaching, and also they are focused on my friendly Mirage. They are slow and they didn't notice me. These are very easy kills. Unfortunately, we couldn't save our friendly. We also tried to save this Mi-29 now, but we are late. Notice how this F-15 didn't pre-flare. Even in head-on, under 1.5 kilometers, a magic launch is too fast for the enemy to react, so you need to be pretty flaring to avoid the missile. Now we see the enemy F4 on the back, leaving 13 kilometers away, and we are left 1v1. We gotta go as low as possible though to avoid radar missiles from the F-14. Here though I notice a friendly MiG-29 coming, so there's no need for me to force the turn fight, we just run away. Sometimes it's better to play it smart than trying to outplay, there's no need for me to kill him there.
Thank you very much. Returning to the base. The enemy is winning.
Heading towards the airfield, I run a quick radar scan just to search for possible threats. Shortly, however, RWR pings me there's an enemy F-16 nearby.
Need cover! Roger that. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Sadly, my last Magic 2 goes for his missile kit signature, so we are left with guns only. I'm way faster than him. By first turning on him, he's gonna have a shot on me, so I just have to extend and try stalling for the friendly MiG-29 to arrive. In the meantime, RWR calls me and F-14 is closing in. Enemy F-16 is forced to give up their turn fight, and I get ready to chase him.
Attacking!
But the Phoenix are already heading my way. Without any chaff, it's better to give rear. F-14 radar had the same issue, but only has head-on mode. The missiles hit the ground and I noticed that MiG-29 is engaging the enemy F-14, so my job now is basically to avoid the enemy F-16 to turn and kill my MiG. Suddenly the MiG lost the engage and I'm left alone. F-14 is heading on, so it's expected to shoot a radar missile, better to get down and not risk the head-on. If he has one radar missile available, I'm not gonna be in gun's range before he kills me. Now I notice F-14 starts pulling up without energy, while I still have a lot of speed, so I just risk it. Ignoring F-16, we get a crit on the F-14, but sadly the F-16 did manage to get a shot in my tail controls, and now I'm simply dead.